so now let's go into a more complicated look at Taiwan's geography. This is more like physical geography and other kinds of stuff. So there are 5 regions of Taiwan. There's the northern region, and that'll be shown here. The green areas, and that includes Taipei City, which basically literally means Taiwan North, like Taipei, that's like Tai, like Taiwan, and then Bei means north. So it literally means northern Taiwan, like the Chinese characters literally mean that. And then you have New Taipei City, Keelung City, Taoyuan City, and Hsinchu County, and Hsinchu City. And by the way, the big cities here in this region and just big overall in Taiwan would be Taipei City and New Taipei City. These 2 cities are some of the biggest in Taiwan. Okay, moving on. Next, in the 5 regions, we have Central Taiwan, and that is shown here again in green. It's a big chunk of the country. So that includes Miaoli County, Taichung City, which literally means Central Taiwan, like Taichung, Taiwan, and then Zhong means middle or central. Okay, and then we have Zhanghua County, where I lived for an entire year. And then there's Nantou County and Yunlin County. Okay, and the big city in this region and big overall in Taiwan is Taichung City. It is huge, and I think it might be the fastest growing city in Taiwan. Okay, moving on. So now the 3rd region in the 5 regions of Taiwan, we have Southern Taiwan, shown here again in green, and that includes Chiayi County, Chiayi City, then we have Tainan City, which literally means Taiwan South. They have Taiwan, and then Nan South. So, you know, Taiwan South. I think you're seeing a pattern here with how things are named in Taiwan. Okay, and then after Tainan City, we have Kaohsiung City, and then we have Pingdong County. Okay, and so the big city in this region is going to be Kaohsiung, which is like huge. There's a big port down there in Kaohsiung, and it always has been big, and it's just growing and growing. Okay, now we're moving into the 4th region of Taiwan, and that is Eastern Taiwan. That is shown here running along the east coast of Taiwan, and that includes Yilan County at the top, and in the middle you have Hualien County, and at the bottom you have Taidong County. Alright, and again, here last time guys, Taidong literally means Taiwan East. Taiwan Dong East. Alright guys, cool. Alright, and then I also want you to quickly note that there are 3 islands on the east coast here, and so from top to bottom, let's go through them, okay? So the first one at the top, that is called Turtle Island, and that is like kind of a nature reserve, a place for people to go and enjoy that, and maybe for scientists to do study. Nobody lives there, nobody's lived there for a long time, okay? Then the next one coming down is Green Island, which used to be, basically the whole island used to be a prison for political prisoners during the martial law era or the White Terror era, and well, of course that has since ended, and now basically the island is kind of a museum of that prison and the prisoners who were locked up there during that era. Okay, and now the final island at the bottom there is called Orchid Island, and Orchid Island is home to basically the Tao tribe, the Tao people, an Taiwanese Aboriginal tribe. Okay, and also I think it's important to note that Orchid Island is not only home to the Tao tribe, but it is also the site of a nuclear waste dump. Unfortunately, the government decided that since it was an island and it was out of the way, and it's just Aboriginal peoples, that it was okay to do a nuclear waste dump on Orchid Island. Alright guys, so now the last region in the 5 regions of Taiwan, and these are the island counties, and they are shown here in green. And so first one is called Penghu County. That's just off Taiwan's coast. And then there are Jinmen and then Lianjiang County. Jinmen and Lianjiang County are closer to mainland China than they are to Taiwan. They are just off the coast of Fujian province of China. And they're, without going into like the deep history of it, basically they are leftovers from the Chinese Civil War and from the Cold War. Alright, so there you go, guys. Those are the 5 regions, 5 geographical regions of Taiwan, and also the look at the physical geography. Okay, now let's move on to weather. Okay, so look, in a nutshell, Taiwan overall is a hot country, it's a humid country, and it's a rainy country. I mean, that's kind of what you have to expect, alright? It's tropical here. That's just kind of how it is, okay? There are regional differences though. The north is colder, cloudier, and it's rainier than central and southern Taiwan. I definitely noticed a difference. There were a lot more sunny days when I lived in Changhua County compared to where I live now in New Taipei City and when I lived in Taipei City. There's a difference. It's a lot rainier and a lot cloudier here in northern Taiwan than it is in central Taiwan. Okay, and then the East Coast, alright, running along there, those 3, the Yilan, Hualien, and Taidong counties. The East is, it's rainy. It's rainy, 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 okay? So basically, there you go. That's the basic breakdown of the weather, okay? Typhoons, let's get into typhoons. So they basically occur during summer. They are just like hurricanes. It just has a different name. Okay, it's exactly what a hurricane looks like. In fact, I'm gonna put a picture on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. They occur from July to September. We usually get about 3 or 4 a year where it's really bad enough for the government to officially cancel work and for everybody to stay home. And usually it ends up being pretty boring, and people just end up sitting at home and watching TV or watching movies online or something like that. It's really nothing to write home about most of the time. So try not to worry about typhoons. They aren't that bad. Okay, so now let me give you guys a few tips for dealing with the climate here in Taiwan. Okay, so look, if you're fair-skinned like me, then you definitely need to wear sunscreen. The UV is strong here. The sun is strong here, and you're gonna burn your skin, and you're gonna get skin cancer if you have fair skin like me. So lather up the sunscreen. It's kind of necessary. I know it sucks. Also, drink plenty of fluids. You're gonna sweat a lot here in Taiwan, and your body's gonna get dehydrated easily. So I recommend, you know, drink water, drink a sports drink. We don't have Gatorade, but we have Procari Sweat, and we have Super Supao, and we have Fin. So yeah, drink, you know, keep your fluids up, obviously. Also, here's another one, here's a little tip. Or you don't want to run your air conditioner all day. It's going to jack up your electric bill. During summer, Taipower hikes up the prices for electricity. So here's a little tip. Instead of staying at home and running your aircon all day long, go to a convenience store or a department store to take advantage of the free air conditioning. And also, last thing I want to recommend to you is to get a dehumidifier machine. This will literally suck out the moisture of the air, and it'll help prevent mold, which is a big problem here in Taiwan. Everything is wet, nothing ever really dries out, and so there's a bunch of mold, and it's super annoying, and it just ruins everything. It ruins clothes, and it ruins furniture. Mold sucks, alright? So, dehumidifier, okay? So there you go. Sunscreen, fluids, keep your fluids up, take advantage of the free air conditioning, keep that electric bill low, and then get yourself a dehumidifier. That's how you deal with the weather here in Taiwan. Last thing I want to mention is this, water. Okay, let's talk quickly about water. Taiwan does not have the infrastructure that most of America has, or that the developed countries in Europe have, okay? The water here that comes straight out of the tap, while it looks clean, it's not really that clean. There are bacteria and microbes and other kind of stuff in there that can make you really, really sick. Okay, so if you come here to Taiwan, you need to do two things, and we do this here at my house. We filter the water through a filter that looks like this, and that'll remove some things, and then you need to boil the water, and we have like a little electric kettle thing that looks like this. Boil it, filter it. It's going to keep you safe. It's going to keep you from getting really, really sick. I've been really, really sick here before, and it sucks, okay? You want to prevent that, so you need to filter and boil the water. You need to do that. Don't think I'm joking. It's a must, okay? It is a must. You really don't want to get sick like you get sick when you drink dirty water. And the last thing I want to say about water is that during typhoons, sometimes, this kind of links into the whole typhoons thing. During typhoons, sometimes there's going to be too much water in reservoirs and stuff that's being washed in, and the water's gonna be contaminated, and your water might have a funny smell when it comes off the tap, and so you probably won't want to drink it. So you're going to have to buy bottled water. You're going to have to use that to brush your teeth and wash and stuff. I've had to do that a few times. I've had to buy bottled water. It sells out really, really quick out of supermarkets when typhoons are coming. So you might want to go before the typhoon comes, track the typhoon. Before it comes, go and stock up on bottled water. Just my recommendations. Alright, that's it guys. I'm going to call it a day. I'm just going to cover that stuff. I'm not going to cover any more. If I do any more, this video is going to drag on for way, way, way too long. That's it. I'm going to sign off, and Owen here is going to sign off. Okay, so bye-bye, 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 bye-bye YouTube. Alright, bye-bye guys. See ya. Please remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions like the Sock Hawk did for me and you want me to answer them in the comments section, or if you want it in a video, then please drop that right down there in the comments section below. Bye bye!